everybody, it's Victoria. I am coming to you from my car. I am going on a special little adventure today with my friend Alicia, and we are going to go to New Orleans, which is about an hour away from us. We are going to go thrifting. We're going to hit some local thrift stores, and then we're also going to try to find some retail arbitrage at Nordstrom Rack, at Anthropologie's clearance sale, and at Buffalo Exchange, which we don't have here in Mississippi, so we're pretty excited because we've never been. So hopefully we find some good finds while we're over there. If you're new to this channel, we are Super Geeked, where we celebrate anything that we get super geeked about. And one of the things that I get super geeked about is reselling. So I purchase items from thrift stores and from retail stores that are discounted, and I sell them on Poshmark and sometimes on eBay to flip them for a profit. So if you think you might be interested in that, stick around. Today will be a fun vlog, and I can't wait to see what we find in New Orleans. What's up, everybody? Hey. So look who's in my car. It's Alicia. And where are we?
We are at the Riverwalk in New Orleans.
So we're going to go hit up Nordstrom Rack and see what they have. And then afterwards, we're going to go over to Anthropologie and see if they have anything at their clearance sale. So,
and I've never been, so I'm really excited.
I've only been to Nordstrom Rack once, and I've never been to this Anthropologie. So
yeah,
we'll see.
It'll be a new experience.
Yeah. So we're going to take you along. We're here. Ah!
We don't know if we're actually gonna find anything.
Yeah, I don't know. These prices are kind of scaring me.
Where's our 50 cents?
You're the queen of 50 cents. Oh, that's cute. $50 for these. These are really cute Joie shorts. Like.
Wait, is that Joie?
Yeah.
Oh, I've always seen it like in person. Maybe I've seen different tags. Or maybe I've seen different tags.
Maybe you're insane.
that is on the list. And yeah, I've seen a lot of these skirts, so I'm gonna say this would have been a bad buy.
Probably. Tip of the day from Alicia.
Okay, so if you're ever looking something up on Poshmark, if you're looking at comps and you see a ton of the same thing for sale, but none have sold,
Pass.
put it back. Yeah, put it back. Oh my God.
These prices are outrageous.
And no, $10.56 for. Yeah, 10, 15. Okay, so I can see this. 14.50. So I got like two more that I gotta.
This blue's not even coming up in the video. It is so pretty.
Maybe if I put my hand against it, or put.
But even like the metallic threading.
It's super cute.
I don't know what to do. This is me walking into traffic for a shot. All right, hey everybody, just wanted to give you a little update. So we went to Nordstrom Rack, and then after Nordstrom Rack we went to Buffalo Exchange. I did pick up some items at Nordstrom Rack, just 3 items, and I spent like $50, but I'll show those to you in a haul later. And then we went to Buffalo Exchange and we didn't find anything. They were just way too overpriced. And
it was cute though.
Right.
Like, they had good stuff, but like
it's
for
stuff
yourself.
it's stuff you could find at the thrift store and like pay thrift store prices versus like, you know, going to Buffalo Exchange. So, and then we went to lunch at Juan's Flying Burrito. And then now we're just leaving Salvation Army, where we both got big hauls.
Thumbs up. It was good.
It was very good. I think we both spent around $45 in there. So next up, we're going to Red, White, and Blue Thrift and possibly a Goodwill, and then heading back to the coast. So so far so good. Next stop is Red, White, and Thrift.
Blue, white, and red.
The butter is blessed.
Oh, if I can find mine.
It sure is late, Alicia, and we're still out here thrifting.
The thrifting is real. This is hashtag a Poshmark life, okay? If you're not out thrifting at 8 o'clock, are you really a Poshmark seller?
I think it's only 6.
It feels like 8. I apparently like costumes, but this is an Aladdin. How is this Aladdin?
That doesn't look anything like
What
Aladdin.
Aladdin is this?
I don't know.
I like it though. I'm gonna have to turn on the flash. I just had someone comment on one of my videos talking about they want to go to New Orleans. Alright, here's our haul. Here's Victoria's. Here's mine.
Hey everybody, it's Victoria. I am back from my sourcing trip in New Orleans with my friend Alicia, and we had such an amazing time. We went to some fun places, have some stories to share, and I can't wait to show you my little haul of the items that I picked up while we were in New Orleans. So we left Mississippi at about 8:30 in the morning. I went and picked her up, and we headed over. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive, depending on where you're going and how the traffic is. And we did not return home until between 8:30 and 9 at night. I actually didn't get home till 10 after I dropped her off. So it was a long day, but it was so much fun, and both of us filmed. She has already put up her video of the day in New Orleans, and of course now I'm working on mine. So you'll have both of those experiences, and here we go. So the first place we went in New Orleans was Nordstrom Rack at the Riverwalk Mall. I have been there before, but only one time. And the first time I went, I did not purchase anything because really the prices were just too expensive at that point. But I knew that since it was January, there would be some sales going on. And so I hoped, fingers crossed, that we would find some really cool items to pick up. Alicia actually didn't end up buying anything, but I did pick up 3 pieces from that stop. The first item I got were these adorable Madewell paper sack shorts. You probably saw these in Alicia's video if you've already watched that. They are a size 6 and new with tags, and they were on clearance, so I got them at a wonderful price. And I looked on Poshmark, and there were very few listed in this color, so I was really excited. I like to sell Madewell. Madewell sells really fast and for a good profit margin, so I was excited to find those. Also, I picked up these Madewell shorts. These are called the Perfect Short. They are cut-offs, and that's what they say in the description. They're cut off for you, so you don't have to cut them off. And they have the raw hem. They're at a really great size. They're a size 32, and it is new with tags. My third and final item from Nordstrom Rack I was so excited about. They are some Veronica Beard jeans. They're a size 24, new with tags. They have this released hem and this beautiful embroidery on the edge. It has a slight boot cut. And they're actually called the 10-inch baby boot. They have the button fly exposed, which is totally on trend, and they are a high rise, and of course they're new with tags. They retailed for $298, and I got them at an amazing 90% off. So this was a great find. It was one of those one-off pieces where it was the last one left, and there are not any in this style listed on Poshmark. There were 2 solds in it, and they sold for very high, so I expect to make a really good profit margin on these jeans. So Nordstrom Rack was good, but the prices were a little high, so we didn't pick up a lot. And like I said, Alicia didn't pick up anything, even though we spent a lot of time there looking through everything. I did find this beautiful Ted Baker dress that I really considered, but it was clearanced at $50. It originally retailed for $350, and I probably could have tripled my money, but $50 was a big risk, and I wanted to spend my money in other places, so I opted out of getting that dress. So next up was supposed to be Anthropologie to check their clearance racks, but we actually decided, since we had spent so much time at Nordstrom Rack, that we were going to go ahead and go over to Buffalo Exchange. I have never been to Buffalo Exchange, but I have seen a lot of YouTubers talk about it, and a lot of those YouTubers talk about really good retail arbitrage sourcing. They are a buy-sell trade store. Sometimes they focus in vintage. I feel like this store had a really good mix. They also had a Mardi Gras section, which is always fun. So both Alicia and I left Buffalo Exchange with no purchases, and that's really okay because we knew we were going to hit some other spots. So after that, we went to lunch. We went over to this place called Juan's Flying Burrito, which I've been going to since I was in high school. Also, in Alicia's video, she mentioned I'm vegan, and so she opted to go with a place that we could both eat, which is very considerate. So lunch was really nice, and then after lunch, we headed over to our first thrift store. So first we went over to Salvation Army, and I have to tell you, that had to have been my favorite stop. We both really got good hauls from that place, and I'm excited to show you what I got. First, I'll show you the shoes. I got these adorable Vince Camuto booties. I don't always pick up Vince Camuto, but these are this really pretty wine burgundy color. It's got a little bit of purple that's not showing up on the camera, but if you can see, it's got burnishing on the suede, which is really pretty. And these are brand new, so they've never been worn. And somebody purchased them or got them as a gift and never used them, and I lucked out and got them for a good price. The next item that I got from Salvation Army was this Pilcrow in the letterpress size 26 polka dot denim pencil skirt. It's got these velvety little polka dots and is in perfect condition, super cute, and I was happy to find those. Okay, next item is from ModCloth. It is a 1X and it is this really pretty mustard colored jacket. It is new without tags, but you can see the extra button is still attached, so it's never been worn. It's got this sort of like military vibe, but I mean, it's a pretty like mustard or marigold color with some cuffing details. It's got built-in shoulder pads and really pretty. This next item was a new to me brand. It's Henry and Bell, and it's a size 27. These are the super skinny ankle jeans. And I could tell they were a good quality jean. They have the leather patch on the back. And so I looked up comps on them, and they actually retail for over $150. And so I went ahead and picked these up because I thought they were super cute. They're totally on trend and they're in perfect condition, and I got them for a great price. This item has actually already sold by the time I'm making this video. It sold within the 24 hours. It is a Free People snakeskin knit mini skirt, and it is really cute, nice weight for the season we're in right now, for layering with tights or then transitioning into warmer months. Really cute. Okay, another new to me brand, which is really cool, is a Louis Farad. Now I could tell this was a quality jacket by the texture of the fabric. The lining has Louis Farad in it, which usually means that it's a nicer quality because they took the time to do things like that. I loved the lapel because it is like a double lapel. It's got the striping on the bottom and then the black on the top, so it's like color blocked, but it's got a single button closure, and I thought it would look really cute paired with some high-waisted jeans. So I also noticed it said made in Germany and it had European sizing on it. So I looked up this brand on Poshmark and I didn't see a lot of listings. So Alicia suggested I go check on eBay, and a lot of these Louis Farad blazers had sold for $100 and up. Come to find out, it was a Paris fashion house that did a lot of couture. And this obviously was not a couture piece, but still really great quality and still on trend, even though it actually ended up being vintage. So leaving Salvation Army, again, I was super happy with my purchases there. And then we went over to the red, white, and blue thrift store. That place was a nightmare. When we walked in the door, there was a sign telling us the colored tags of the week, but it also said cash only. And Alicia said, "Oh no, it's cash only. Do you have cash?" I said, "No." Well, a lady who was sitting there said, "Oh, well, there's an ATM." But I noticed immediately that the place was like really crowded, but it wasn't crowded with people shopping necessarily. I mean, there were people shopping, but there were a lot of employees and a lot of people just hanging out. It was really weird. So I started going through the jeans first, and Alicia went over to the other side of the store and we sort of met up. And I noticed that the pricing was high compared to what we're used to, but they had 3 tags on half off. And so we were like, okay, well, a lot of the things that we were pulling were red tags, and we thought red was on the board, but apparently it ended up not being. And the reason why we were pulling all red tags is they had just put those items out. So of course that's the good stuff. So we had to really buckle down and look at our purchases because these items were priced so high. So on top of all of that happening, and it just being kind of a weird atmosphere, I went to go and look on this one rack that was just at the end of another row, and this lady starts screaming at me, "You can't look at that rack. Those things aren't processed yet." And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I've never been here before." And so then I went and saw Alicia. I was like, "This lady just yelled at me." And she said, "Oh my gosh, like, did they tell you, like, did they try to kick you out?" And I was like, "No." She said her and another like Hispanic lady was standing there, and this lady came up and started yelling at them that they had to go. And she said it was just like really weird. And then she walked up to the Hispanic lady and said, "You got to go now." And so Alicia's like, I felt really uncomfortable. Like, I almost felt like she was like a little racist. And I was like, I don't know. It's just a really strange, atmosphere. So I only purchased 2 things at that store, and because it was cash only, we both didn't want to use the ATM to get the ATM fee, you know. And so Alicia went ahead and took care of buying my items for me, but these are the 2 things I did pick up. First item is a brand I like to sell. It retails for a lot and it resells for a really nice price. It's Lafayette 148. These are in a great size 10, and they're a peachy coral pant. They're cropped. They have no waistband, nice, really satiny feel to them, just really pretty. So I was happy with those. And then I feel like I color coordinated this next item with pants, but it's this really adorable Elijah J floral skirt. It's got the pretty pleating in it. Here's the tag. It's a size 4. And it's got the hidden zipper in the back. Very vintage inspired, which is totally up my alley. And if this was in my size, I totally would keep this. But it's got the tulle on the lining, so it gives you a fullness to the skirt, and just so pretty. So those were the 2 items I picked up at the red, white, and blue thrift store. And then our last stop, it was already dark by the time we got out of there, but we decided we would try one Goodwill before we went back to Mississippi. And as soon as we got there, Alicia and I were in the parking lot talking about our experience at the other thrift store. And this lady starts saying, oh my gosh, on Jefferson Highway, I just went to that store too. It was terrible. And so it was kind of funny. And then we went into this Goodwill, and it was a much different experience. We were immediately greeted very nicely, and I did find a couple of things there too. So these are a bread and butter brand for me. This is White House Black Market. And it is these cute purple shorts. They're really flouncy, lightweight. They have this really cute detail on them with the lacing. These are called the 5-inch short, and they are a size 6. So nice for transition into spring. This item is an adorable Liberty of London for Target coat. It's these magnificently beautiful sunflowers all over in this marigold color with these big black buttons, and it looks like a trench coat. I love Liberty of London, so even though it's for Target, who cares? You know, it's super good quality. It's adorable, very vintage inspired, which again is up my alley, and really was happy to find this. And another item that if it was in my size, I would keep it. Last clothing item of our trip is this beautiful burgundy Lulu's long maxi dress. It is like a bridesmaid dress with an empire waist and a halter neckline. It's an extra small. Here's the tag. It says Lulu's. And it's in excellent condition, really pretty, and got it for a super good price. Comps on it were around $100, so that's nice. Last item is a brand that I have never picked up before, and that is Dansko. So these are some suede sandal wedges, and they are in mint condition, never worn before. They're a size 39. I mean, just excellent condition, and the price was right. I think I paid $4.99 for these, so was really happy about picking these up. And even though I've never sold Danskos before, I really like this style. I would totally wear these. So yeah. So that's my haul. I hope you enjoyed our videos. If you haven't seen Alicia's video, definitely go over to her channel. I'll link it below. We had such a great time. We're gonna do a lot more of these trips in 2020. I think our next trip is gonna be over to Pensacola, which is about 2 hours away. We're gonna check out their bins and go to some of their thrift stores. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel because we always have content coming out. We do have more than reselling on this channel, but if you're just here for the reselling, that's okay. We have a playlist for it just below, and if you'd like, we would encourage you to watch our other videos. Please consider subscribing to our channel, hit that little bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time. Bye.